With the holidays fast approaching, I wanted to do a gift guide from all the small businesses I have purchased from this year and maybe a few extras that aren't small businesses. I am so excited for this video. I feel like this was the first year where I really bought a lot of stuff from other small businesses, and truly that's because of TikTok. So many people came across my feed that I didn't know about, or I saw more reminders from businesses that I already do love. I hate to say it, but I love TikTok Shop. It's very easy. It's very easy to shop when you're already on your phone. Everything I'm mentioning today can either be found on Amazon, TikTok, or the personal websites of these businesses. Feel free to shop wherever you like. If you use my Amazon links, those will be affiliate links and I will receive a small commission. If you shop through my storefront on TikTok, I will receive a small commission there as well. If you do shop on their personal websites, make sure to tell them Jordan sent you their way, because I just think that would be fun. But yeah, so feel free to shop wherever you feel most comfortable. But if you do choose to use one of my affiliate links or shop through my TikTok storefront, I would very much appreciate that. I'm gonna break this video up into major sections like art supplies, coloring books, home decor, apparel, things like that. And then within there, talk about multiple items. So the first category I'm going into are art supplies and kits, because I got a lot of art supplies this year. First up are the Ohuhu markers. Now, would you consider them a small business? I feel like technically they kind of are, but they're kind of like a bigger business at this point. I did a review on these markers back in June, July, something like that. And I did a review right after I got them. I'm gonna be honest, I think I like them more than I did initially. As I've gotten to use them over the last few months, they are my preference, but the markers I'm gonna talk about in a little bit are still also great markers. So they are pricey, but if you are looking to get alcohol markers for someone who's looking to color or to do drawings with alcohol markers, these are more affordable than the Copic alcohol markers, which have been the standard for as long as I can remember. So Ohuhu is kind of putting some pressure on the Copic markers. They are very great markers. They have a lot of colors. They are on the pricier side, but I do feel like it's worth it. Like I can at least see quality improvements over the cheaper alternatives I will mention in a minute. It is nice that they are more expensive and you can actually tell they are more expensive and it's not just like overpriced for no reason. These markers don't yellow your pages over time, which some of the cheaper markers can do that. So it definitely helps with coloring books or just preserving art over time. They seem to hold up. Like I said, I've now had these markers for going on half a year and none of my pages have yellowed or gotten worse. If you set a coloring page out in the sun, it's gonna change color, like it's gonna lighten up. But I think that's gonna happen with all alcohol markers, so not a fault to them. I don't see these go on sale very often. I do see them go on sale on TikTok sometimes, but other than that, they don't go on sale like every week. So just keep an eye out for them. Now, if you're gonna get the Ohuhu markers, I highly recommend getting the Ohuhu bamboo organizers. These are so nice. I looked into getting these before I even had Ohuhu markers because I wanted a way to display and organize my markers in a nice looking way and not like a cheap way, you know? If I get more markers, I obviously have to get another organizer. I do really like the organizer. If you want to travel with these markers, the bag that the markers come in is super flimsy and not great for keeping your markers in order. They just fall all over the place, and that's why I knew I wanted the organizer and immediately put them in there. So I just knew I'm not gonna travel with the Ohuhu markers. Next up is the Restley alcohol markers, and these are the very first markers I ever got. Well, alcohol markers, I should say. These are definitely on the cheaper side, but I feel like the quality is better than the price because they're not so cheap that they're gonna be like used for 1 month and then be done with them. I've been using these longer than the Ohuhu, so almost coming up on a full year, and the markers still haven't dried out. I will say if you are coloring like a huge section, they will probably dry out. But what I do is I just store the markers with the brush side down so that the ink goes there instead of having them stored upwards. The marker case for the Restley markers are so good for traveling. They are very sturdy. They don't fall all over the place. They have like individual squares that they go in. They are great for traveling with because they're not gonna fall all over and you can keep them organized, and I really like that. I think they're around $20 for 120 markers, so extremely affordable compared to other markers out there. However, with the lower price comes lower quality, and I will say these markers do yellow your pages over time. It's not gonna be instant, it's not gonna be a few days, but probably after a couple weeks, they will start yellowing the pages. So my workaround for this is I just tape a piece of printer paper on the back side of the coloring page so it doesn't bleed yellow onto the next page. I was a little too late in noticing this was an issue, and so some of my coloring books did get ruined, but it's not terrible. You can color over the yellow and it's not gonna ruin anything really. But yeah, so just keep that in mind if you're using cheaper markers, to just plan on taping up a piece of paper on the backside so nothing yellows and we don't have to worry about any issues, you know? Next up are the Grabby acrylic paint brush markers. I've been seeing these for coloring pages and I figured, well, why not try them? But I will say, one, they are very smooth. They go on very smooth and it's a very nice coloring experience. They dry super quick. You don't have to worry about, it's not like paint really. It is, but it isn't. They are a little bit streaky. So if you want something to not leave any lines, these markers aren't for you. But I do like that they are double-sided with different colors. So you can have more colors with less space. And they come in a nice case that you can leave them in. That's what I do. They're exactly what I was looking for when it came to acrylic paint markers. I lost the paper, but I think it says you can put these on like rocks, you can put this on glass, you can put these on a bunch of different surfaces. I don't think they were intended for coloring pages, but that's just how I've used them. If you're looking for brush paint markers, these are a good option to look into. The next thing I want to talk about are the Grabby glitter gel pens, and I have mixed feelings on these. Some of these are very nice and smooth and juicy and super colorful and glittery. Other ones are very difficult to get any ink coming out. With gel pens, sometimes they just dry up, and I think that's what's happened with a few of the ones I use. I do like using them in coloring pages to add embellishments. So like I did a Monstera page where I added little details over it, and it's not so in your face glitter, but it's just a nice little addition. I'll use the gold to do little sparkles. I did try coloring a page with full glitter, and that took a long time. I don't recommend that. I do recommend using these in a planner or just for adding little details. I don't think gel pens are made for coloring, but I do see a lot of people doing that on TikTok, and I just don't have the patience for it, so I wouldn't recommend using them for that. Now, if you're looking to get a craft kit for someone for Christmas this year and you don't really know what to get, but there's someone who likes to collect hobbies, I think crochet kits are a great option. There's tons of designs and stuff you can get, so this is the one I have. I haven't started it yet, so I don't know how difficult it is, but I've been really wanting to do this. But it comes in this nice little kit. There's tons of them on Amazon. If you get any sort of art videos, I'm sure you've seen the Woobles. They're very popular for their one stuffed animal they send you. So a lot of cute options there. They are pricier than these. You make a little bit bigger items. So this is what I wanted to start with, little potted plants. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to try it. But yeah, I think this is a great option for any sort of artistic, creative person who wants to try a new hobby or just wants to do something hands-on and do something a little bit different than they normally do. I know for me personally, I don't like my creativity all coming from designing. I like my creativity to be spread over other things so that I'm not always working per se, you know? If I'm always designing, even if it's fun, it's still kind of work. So I like doing things that are completely unrelated to work and getting a little bit of creative energy out in different ways. Which leads me right into my next point. I have been working on this latch needle kit for a very long time. This is very time consuming, but it's also very relaxing and mindless, and you can put on a TV show and watch it, and it's super easy to do. If you've never done one of these, you basically just have a hook. It's called the latch needle hook, and it goes like this. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. You just kind of like hook it through, come out, and whatever. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. You just go in and out, and that's all it is. I used to do these as kids on road trips. So last year I wanted to buy one, and I was like, this sounds like so much fun, but I forgot how time consuming they were. I had a lot more willpower when I was 8 years old. So yeah, but this is definitely another option for those creative people who want an outlet, or you know what, even maybe not so creative people, because you don't really need to be creative to do this. You just like have to like doing artsy crafty things, and this is a great option. I saved the best for last because my favorite cozy hobby is paint by numbers, and the one I got from Elise Brand was so fun. I made a whole series on TikTok going over it because it was quite time consuming and I knew I wanted to film the process. Unfortunately, I can't show you the final product because I gave it to my mom once I was done, so I don't have it up in my office. I just want to say these make such great gifts. They were packaged so nicely. I didn't want to open the box because it was so beautiful. So if you're looking for a gift, know that these ones come very well wrapped and prepared. prepared and just perfect for gifting. I love that paint by numbers are very mindless. You don't have to think about what you're doing. Anyone can do them. You don't have to be an artist. All you do is you look at the number and you paint it with the number of the paint. That's all you have to do. You don't have to make any decisions. It's a great creative outlet because you're not having to worry about color schemes or the design or anything like that. Me and my mom used to do these all the time, and she said she wasn't doing a great job. I think she did fine. So I think even if you're not an artist, you can still do these. I also want to show the Artist Loft ones. I have not started this one. That's why it's still in the box. This one is quite challenging, it looks like. Oh yeah, challenging. That's gonna be really fun. Why did I pick this one? I don't know. They do have some cute ones at Michael's, and these are always on sale. Well, I shouldn't say they're always on sale, but when they're on sale, they're like $4. Sometimes they have a clearance and they're even cheaper than that. Black Friday's coming up. These will probably be on sale. I'm eyeing one that is super colorful and fun that I might want to get and do before this one. Yeah, why did I pick a challenging one? I'm probably never gonna do this one because why did I do that to myself? That looks so difficult. Why did I do that? It will be pretty once it's done. That's all I can hope for. So definitely check out Michael's, or I mean, Amazon has some too, but I've always gotten Artist Loft or Elise Brienne, and I can vouch for those two. The Artist Loft ones come with these hanging things so that you can hang it up, but these ones are quite big. These are a 16 by 20. And me and my mom were able to comfortably do it together at the same time. So definitely two people can do this together, and you can have a nice little date night or hang out with family, whatever, and do this together. Okay, so I am gonna talk about coloring books real quick, just because I can't make this video without mentioning all the coloring books I got. However, I did just post an in-depth review, flip through over all the coloring books that I'm gonna talk about real quick today. So if you want more info on all of these coloring books and you're looking to buy some for you or someone else, go to this video because it has way more info, trust me. I couldn't make a video about small business purchases and not talk about all of the coloring books I got, because this is literally the #1 thing I got from small businesses this year. I have all 5 coloring books from, can you believe it? The Mental Health, In the Garden, In My Mind, Fall, and Christmas. Christmas came out last year, but I just bought it this year. In the video I posted last week, I didn't have it yet, but it's literally getting delivered today, so I will be able to show it in this video. I also have 3 coloring books from Elise Brienne, On the Bright Side, The Good Life, and the Farmer's Market one. I have volume 1 of Elijah Deck's coloring book. I have The Book Lovers, Merry Bookmas, and Home for the Holidays by Pippi Post. I also have, okay, now forgive me, I don't know how to say this. Is it Huga or Heige? I think it's Huga Place by Coco Wyo. I also have the Cozy Coloring Book by Jess Paper Co. Trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. And those are pretty much all of my coloring books. Highly recommend coloring books as gifts for you or anyone else, because again, this is another mindless hobby you can have. You get to zone out. You don't have to really think too hard. I will say there are a lot of people on TikTok who have very strong opinions about coloring outside of lines or making mistakes or things like that, but I just want to urge you to take some pressure off yourself and just have fun with coloring. Like, it does not need to be so overwhelming and stressful. So if you can get to a point where you can color and just enjoy it, I promise it's going to be one of your favorite hobbies. It's so easy. You can take alcohol markers with you on the go. You can take Crayola markers. There's a lot of portable ways to take coloring books. I very much enjoy taking them when I go camping. It's just like the ultimate relaxation. Coloring outside by the campfire or even outside in my backyard. So cozy and relaxing, and I can't stress enough how happy coloring has made me this year. I don't see that ending anytime soon, so I look forward to buying more coloring books next year. Next, let's move into apparel. I'm gonna be so honest. I hate trying things on, so I am not gonna be trying every single one of these t-shirts on for you. I hate going shopping and having to take clothes on and off so much. It makes me hot and I hate it. I'm sorry, I can't do a try-on video for you because I just know that's gonna ruin my day. That's a little bit dramatic, but I just know I won't want to do that, so I'm not gonna. So the first shirt, well, I don't know if it's the first shirt I got, but it's the first one I'm talking about today, and that's this Cheaper Than Therapy shirt. It's going with me to my next book weekend. Perfect for any book lovers out there. So this is the next shirt I got, Read More Books. I think there's a little bit of a theme here because this sweatshirt you have seen me wear so often. This is my own shirt, and it is the most cozy, comfy sweatshirt I've ever worn. I sized up and I got an extra large, an extra large, and it is so comfortable. I'm gonna be getting extra larges in all my sweatshirts because it's just not claustrophobic. I can fold everything up, and yes, it's so perfect. So that's why I've been wearing this so much, because it's about the only sweatshirt I like right now. The last shirt I want to talk about is this tee from Can You Believe It as well. Cute smiley face on the front and happy you're here on the back. I love the color of the shirt. I'm obsessed. Can you tell? This shirt I think is just fun to wear wherever. It makes a good photo opportunity if you are going on vacation somewhere. You can take a picture from the back. I like the message it sends to anyone who is walking behind you. Good reminder to have. Definitely my favorite shirt I've gotten this year. I wear this all the time. The last apparel item I want to talk about is this sweatshirt. Same color, same company, it's Comfort Colors. I got a large in this as well. If you're expecting the Gildan like super soft material on the inside, that's not what this is. It's a little bit fuzzy, but not like soft. It's a stiffer sweatshirt than Gildan. More beach days on the front, and then has this cute little Polaroid design on the back. And I was thinking, oh, this would be so cute to have to get photos of or videos of from the back in order to be cold enough to need a sweatshirt. It can't be the summer. I did wear this when I went camping to the UP, and it was perfect for that because it was windy and cold and I got to wear this everywhere. I love the design of it. I love the color. Obviously, this is the main reason why I got it. Let's move on to stationery. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I'd have more things to put here, but I don't. So I'm just gonna start off with the Happy Things Gratitude Journal. I love anything that helps get me in a positive mindset. It's very useful, especially in the winter months, or if you're just going through a hard time. The more good you look for, the more you're gonna find. It is so easy to think life is so negative, and especially like when you're on social media, people are complaining all the time, and it makes you feel like you need to complain as well. But I just urge you to think about things in your daily life that are going good. So for me, look at the lighting in here. I love when the lighting is perfect, and just something about good natural lighting boosts my mood. I don't know what it is. Also, I took a couple days off of work this week. I have a full week where I can do anything I want. That's fun. I have a little bit more energy today. That's a good thing. I had a good relaxing weekend. My car is getting looked at. That's not really a plan. It's like a negative, but hopefully it's positive when it gets fixed. I don't know. I can't think of anything else good right now, but just taking a few moments out of your day to think about the good things that have happened is so important. And I love this little journal because you could put it in your purse. You could take it with you wherever you're going, or you could just set it on your bedside table or whatever and try and make it a habit to do this every day. I think this would be a great stocking stuffer. As I'm going through this, I'm thinking, Mom, if you're listening, ignore this, but I'm thinking this would be a good stocking stuffer for my mom because she's a little negative Nancy sometimes too, and I think this would help her. I don't think she would commit to it and stick with it, but I think the weeks that she does do it, she would notice a difference. So maybe I will buy this for her. So the next thing I want to talk about are these fantasy shaped bookmarks. These are so cool. I found these on TikTok Shop. Kels, if you're watching this, I hope you forget about this in a few weeks because I did buy these for you. I think they're so cool. They were a B grade bundle, and they were discounted and on sale, and I was like, why not give it a shot? I had never heard of this shop before, and I figured why not try it. And I just want to say I don't think these are B grade. Obviously, like, the shop owner has standards and believes they are, but in my opinion, I think these are well done and I didn't see any flaws with them. So I'm glad I got something so great at such a great discount as well. I got the bundle that came with 13 fantasy stickers, and they're just so unique. If you have anyone on your list who loves Sarah J Maas, like Throne of Glass, Crescent City, ACOTAR, those types of books, these are perfect for them. So definitely look into them. If you have a fantasy lover on your list, I would bet on these being a good gift for them. And that's why I went with the 13 pack, because if my sister doesn't like one of the ones, she can always give it to my cousin who would like it better or something like that. And I might steal one for myself. So again, Kelsey, if you're watching this, I hope you forget about all this in a few weeks. But that's pretty much everything I got stationery wise. I could talk about things like markers and stuff and like things I use with stationery. Okay, so moving on to the home decor and accessories that I got this year. Starting off strong with this oven mitt from Elise Brienne. I love everything Elise does, and I love how many fun things she has on her website. The oven mitt is exactly what you would expect, and I wanted to add a little bit of color into our kitchen and have it kind of match our cabinet, so this one did the job. Katie's Canvases has literally blown me away with her progression and style this year. But what she's doing now, I feel like just put her onto a next level. It blows me away, her talent. Like, I'm so captivated by everything she's doing this year. So I had to buy some art prints from her. There are a couple more that I want than the two I bought, but actually I think I bought 3. Yeah, I've bought 3 already, and I think there's 2 more that I want. So those will be a Christmas gift to myself. Back here, I'll do a zoomed in view, but I have a print right there, a small little 5x7, and then I think this is that an 8x10? Or is that 11 by 14? I think that's 11 by 14. I also have this one, which is 11 by 14, and I'm planning on putting this in my living room. But the one that she just did recently, I'm obsessed with and is also gonna go in my living room. So it's a lot more toned down than this one. So I think it would be good to have a little bit more chaotic one next to a simpler one. So I'm probably gonna put 2 of these in my living room on my gallery wall. So that's in progress. I'm not a huge claw clip girly, but I figured I wanted to give it a try, and what better way than doing it with a cute pattern. So that's why I grabbed this claw clip from Elise Brienne. I don't have this product, but if you are looking for a desk mat, go to her website right now or to TikTok, wherever. She has a ton of desk mats that are perfect for every style, every color you could think of. I've been debating if I wanted to get one or not. My desk is already chaotic enough. It's like, do I need to add more color to it? And not like mess, but like, I don't know. So I'm debating if I want to get one for myself. I felt like I had to put that in here because they're a super popular product and they're great for anyone who works from home, or I guess you could take it into work, but if you work from home or have a desk area that you want to keep neat and tidy, then these desk mats are perfect for that. The next thing I want to mention are the Kindle cases from Elise Brienne. I am obsessed. That is an understatement, I think. But she came out with new cases, and last time she had the strap on the left side, and I was thinking in my head, I don't want that because I tap with my right hand, like the tap to go to the next page is on your right side, and I just felt like it'd be too hard to like hold it and move it, you know? So I didn't buy one then, but she just released a new round of them, and she said she moved the strap over to the right side, so I was like, okay, you sold me. Now can I tell you how crazy I am? I have not bought a new Kindle yet. I'm gonna try and see if it fits my current Kindle. I don't know that it will. However, I did plan on buying myself a Kindle for Christmas. So I already knew which one I wanted, and I made sure the case fit the one that I wanted, so we should be all good there. If you know someone who has a Kindle, or you yourself has a Kindle, these Kindle cases are perfect. I feel like she's the only one who has the strap on the right side. If that's a huge selling point to you, then definitely check out Elise Brienne's Kindle cases. Now, I wasn't sure if I wanted to add this into this video because it's not really from a small business, but I feel like if you are watching this video, you might be a little bit artsy. If you want to add a little decor to your coffee table, the Monet and Van Gogh coffee table books that I got are perfect for that. I just felt like if I was gonna have coffee table books, like what else would I do? Monet is my favorite, and I wanted to get a second artist that I like but don't know a lot about. So it's just fun to like flip through the pages and learn more information. Like I learned that when Monet was starting to do his paintings, he would go across the bridge and paint over like lily pads or whatever. Well, the people were getting mad that he was profiting off of basically their land essentially, so they started charging him a toll every time he wanted to go over the bridge. He had to start paying these local people to use their farmland or something, and some people would even mess with him. Like if he was, let's say, painting a tree, like sometimes they would come in the next night or next day and cut the tree back. All of those things combined is what led him to making his garden at his house so that nothing would get ruined. That is so crazy to me that people were like ruining, they didn't like him. They thought he was crazy for bringing in all these outside plants and things like that, but now look at it. His garden is amazing. I hope to go there someday. Now last but not least are the Craft Mix mocktail cocktail mixers. I am not someone who knows how to put together drinks. I'm not a huge drinker to begin with. So as I was thinking about making this video, I realized that I needed to just buy these because I think it would be a good addition to our holiday parties this year. Sometimes I feel left out and I feel like peer pressured into drinking because everyone else is. Everyone else is having fun drinks for the holidays, and I just thought it would be fun to get these mocktail mixes that I could make my own drinks with. If my husband or anyone else wanted to use them and they wanted to put alcohol with them, they could. I haven't tried them yet, so I can't vouch for the flavor of them. I've seen great reviews, so I think they're gonna be good. I do think that's everything I have for you today. Let me know if you are buying from any of these small businesses. If you want to use my Amazon affiliate links, they will be in the description. My TikTok profile will be linked as well, and then if you want to shop my storefront on there, you would go to storefront or whatever it's called. It's a separate tab on my TikTok profile. And then if you do go to any of these small businesses website and purchase directly from them, make sure to say that I sent you. Happy shopping and happy small business. Tate, what do you have to say about all of this? You want to say hi? Hello. Hello. Oh. Do we need to go outside and pee, I think? You know, it's been a long morning, huh? Okay, hang on. So happy small business shopping. Let me know what you're buying. I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.